Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Jackson. Being chased out left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble at second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
At the 45-yard line.
Yeah, Pittsburgh. 54 Mike. Let's put him on the block. Put that team on the block. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go. Hey, watch that.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 31-yard line.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Jackson now. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Right there. 54 Mike. Check Mike. Out.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line.
You can't block me.
It'll be Warner on first down. It's complete. He finds Falk here. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Warner to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Here's Warner. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
You ain't going nowhere.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 30-yard line.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Shut up.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Come on, Shaq. Hey, come on. 54. It's a party now.
He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This pass complete, Jackson finding Andrews. And Andrews lost the football. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Throwing is Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Let's go now. 52 on it. 52 on it. It's our time. It's our time.
it's Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Warner from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
Five.
Now a first down throw. Warner looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a second down.
It's a gain of 5.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
There you go.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Sam on.
Let him know. Check. Fresno.
Get it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Warner, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Ready.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Stop your whining.
Hey, let go.
17, Mike, 17. 65, 65. 65. 17, go.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson, end zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Mark Andrews, his 6th touchdown of the season. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
17's Mike. Mike 17. Hey, come on, no. Come on, no. Hey, Alpha.
To throw on second down, Warner. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1. The Rams on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Orbit.
Operating from the gun. Warner. Over the middle, complete. That's Gonzalez. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. From the gun, Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dean Lowry able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Bravo.
It's second down.
17's Mike. Mike 17.
Yep. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Check.
Go. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Rip left.
Rock it. Ready.
To throw, Warner. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mike 17. Hey, exit. Leo. Hey, check 24. Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 17.
To throw on third down, Warner. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down, L.A. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day.
Hey, Haywood. Mike 17. Here we go. 17's Mike 17.
3 bud.
Get it.
On second down, Warner is going to fire one deep open. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And Hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mike 17, Mike 17.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
17's Mike. Mike 17.
Hey, Mike 7.
17. Mike 17.
Don't get nervous.
Mike 17. Mike 17.
Following the fumble recovery, Warner. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A.
We're going to shut you down.
Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mike 17.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Mike 17.
Hey, here we go.
Hey.
Jump.
Buzz.
Back to the air on second down. Warner. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All day, every day, any day.
Operating from the gun, Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. As the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Fourth down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Here we go. AT Gator. Hey, Charlie.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Mike 17.
From the gun, Warner. He's going to fire one deep. Middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Ready?
Operating from the gun, Warner. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dean Lowry picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Check. Crunch. 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 Check safety. Check.
Hey, echo.
Alert 3. Switch.
Snap.
Now Warner. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. And a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 39. The kick by Lambo is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. That makes 3rd down a lot more interesting.
It certainly does. How about the example of situational football there and his ability to think the play through? 2nd and short, not anticipating a passing play, sold out and made a great tackle, which brings up 3rd down.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Check. Watch 54. I'm coming for you, son.
Jackson now off the bootleg. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Uchenna Nwosu, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Jackson. Steps away. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give left side to Falk. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Bang, 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 bang.
They'll go right back to the ground with Falk. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll have another first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Come, come. Check 24. Check 24.
They'll run on first down. It's Mack, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on third down with Falk. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that will get him one closer. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 25-yard line.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson throwing again. He's got his man. It's Andrews. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go. Get the flag. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Go. You got nothing. Check.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. The 20, 10, and he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
We're going to shut you down.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after by Lambo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, a tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Let's go one more.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
Check 50. Check 50.
Get it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they give this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. Running right, here's Falk. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
36.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 17. You're trapped. Mike 17. Mike 17.
Hey, Orbit.
You better be afraid of me. Mike 17. Mike 17. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warner. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 30, past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the street.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
on the double.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run it.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll try and start this drive in the air, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Ready? 30 base.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. We don't want this.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Throwing again. Warner. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Hey, Hayward!
Mike 17. Mike 17.
No!
I'm coming after you. Mike 17. Here we go.
Smooth!
17's Mike.
Go!
From the gun, Warner. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next.